Welcome, adventurers, to the next official session of our official campaign. As you can all see, things are not looking good for our adventurers. First, they have a few problems. First off, they're kind of spread through the map all over the place. Secondly, they are surrounded by multiple enemies. You do sense that feeling of righteous fury and eagerness to purge and destroy the inhabitants of this place. But then, somewhere at the back of your head, right, all of you start feeling a sense of melancholy and sadness, almost as if you've lost a friend that you never even realized it was there all the time. You do not have any destiny tokens at all. None. Just so you know.
Okay, breaking the rules already. Nice!
They are in hell, therefore there is no rule.
I have only 4 rations.
Alright,
How am I
I'm
gonna
heading
do
out.
this spell without...
You are facing demons here, demonic spirits. Arakald, you realize that you are facing Druidai. Those are the black guys. You also know that in front of you specifically stands a lovely hellhound. Jametysta, you know that the little flying red creatures are imps.
I met them before.
Yeah, yes, you did.
Okay, do I see if that's a lovely figurehead above me? If
Bridge.
I look a little bit up.
Oh, you would see it, yeah, but currently your focus lies here on the lovely doggo that's snarling at you. Right, I hope you're ready. Godspeed and good luck.
The players roll a higher resolution die than the GM. Their characters seize the initiative.
Movement phase.
Yes. Come here, little boy.
Since they are what they are, do I actually see them or are
Yes,
they
you do. They are shadowy, they are visible, and you do see them.
I'm gonna move then towards this guy here.
While I'm moving, I'm also shouting, "Why are there red goblins with wings?"
Those are imps. I'm gonna just go back with my back towards Garvin.
Act phase.
Okay, first I'm gonna try to shove this motherfucker into the abyss, and if that doesn't work, defensive stance.
Okay. You were charging then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bolan.
Heaven's Judgment on the guy.
That's in front of you. This one.
Yeah.
I'm fully overcharging Heaven Judgment on these three here. And I'm at 0 points.
0 resource points.
Yeah,
I was counting on taking 3 from you.
no worries, no worries.
These ones were I'm highlighting, right?
Yeah, these ones. Yeah.
So as an action, I'm gonna drink the essence potion. Tell me, in front of me there's this black shadowy person, right?
Druidai, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get him.
Arakald fails in his attempt to shove the hellhound over the edge into the abyss. Bolan tried to manifest his Heaven's Judgment spell, but failed. He then smashes with his mace the shadowy Druidai in front of him. Thanks to Garvin's augmenting spell casted earlier on, which changed Bolan's physical damage to divine and improved his damage, Bolan manages to destroy the Druidai. Garvin, on the other hand, is successful in casting Heaven's Judgment, and it has a devastating effect on the demons, instantly destroying 2 imps and a Druidai.
You manifest a sacred bolt of lightning from thin air. It strikes in a small impact area around the creatures, and yes, it destroys all of them. Jametysta.
Is that 3 resource points to me?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's 3 resource points. Yes, that is.
Okay.
After drinking her essence potion, Jametysta manages to destroy the Druidai she attacked with her arcane bolt. Similarly to Bolan, her arcane bolt is also benefiting greatly from Garvin's augmenting spell.
Okay,
I'm on full now.
Not bad. Basically, only Arakald failed. The rest of you did pretty well,
Good job.
actually.
This is actually really surprising because Arakald usually does the best around demons.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, I
gonna-
wasn't actually hitting this one, so... Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt anything, right? But when I failed casting my spell and then Garvan managed to do it, I muttered like to myself, oh, for fuck's sake.
Moment phase for the demons.
Now the scary part starts.
Oh yeah, the ones below also hear sounds of fighting, right? But they stay where they are for some reason. You're not sure why. The big daddy, he sees you and he's like, starts kind of
Which
like
boy?
the one that's moving now.
Me?
I don't. Where is he?
Everything is taken.
Yes, it is.
No. Where
Is
is
he
the
coming
big
our
boy? I
way?
don't see him.
The rest of the demons stay where they are. The Hellhound facing Arakald spews hellfire from his mouth, completely negating Arakald's defensive stance. Philip rolls a physical save to see if Arakald manages to avoid some of the fire coming at his way.
Using my...
Please do. There's a critical fail entry.
I know.
That's
What?
still a critical fail.
Dices are not in my favor.
Ooh, you receive. Oh, that's gonna be bad, my friend. That's 3 wounds. You're down to 1, aren't you?
Yeah,
Any reactions from you, my boy?
yeah. I can use. I have enough resource points to use a healer's hands, but that's too much resource points.
Yeah, are you sure you want us to start resisting 4 attacks from these bad boys with 1 hit point?
Arakald burns through his resource points, and as a reaction restores 2 hit points using his healer's hand spell. Good thing that he did, because the 2 Judai close to him attacked Arakald 4 times using their mental attacks, and inflicted 2 wounds to him. Arakald also loses 4 sanity points due to the attacks. In the end, Arakald is left standing, although barely. Bolan is also targeted by 2 Judai close to him, and suffers 2 wounds and also loses 4 sanity points due to their attacks. Garvan completely resists all mental and physical attacks thrown at his direction. Jametysta suffers a wound and loses 2 sanity points from 1 Judai that managed to penetrate her mental defenses.
Arakald, movement phase.
I'm not going anywhere.
Bolan, movement phase.
I'm gonna go on the higher level too. My mission here is protect the banner, because that's our means of transport. We cannot allow demons having our banner in their hands.
You can, let's say, reach here.
Okay, that's fine.
Garvan, movement phase.
I'm gonna charge into this dude here.
Jametysta, are you gonna move anywhere?
No, I'm staying where I am.
Act phase, Arakald.
Oh boy, I don't know if he's going to do a full round action again. First of all, I'm going to drink my healing potion.
Okay,
As
that's
I am.
as an action, okay. As a quick action.
I don't think I can kill him in one shot. Defensive stance, I don't know. This is bullshit with his full round action. Fuck it, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, fully overcharged Heaven's Judgment.
Heaven's Judgment on the guy on the bridge. Not fully overcharged, I'm not using the impact area. Quick attack on... yeah.
Okay, Jametysta.
Quick attack.
How far? I'm sorry. Are they in a large impact area, right?
Those 2 on the top, yes, they are.
Yeah. So let's do a Heaven's Judgment. So we're gonna do it with additional 2 wounds for large impact area.
Arakald heals all of his suffered wounds with the healing potion. He then proceeds to try and hit the huge hellhound in front of him, and manages to miss it.
Every single round today is always 1. Jesus Christ.
You slash with your sword and try and hit the hellhound, but it deftly just dodges a little bit to the side, and you can swear that you can almost see it chuckling a little bit, even though it's a fucking demon dog.
Seeing how Arakald is faring with the rolls, and fearing that Bolan will once again fail in casting Heaven's Judgment, Nenad starts praying.
Please, not the one. I believe in you. Come on. You know I'm your boy, right?
Let's go!
Bolan successfully casts Heaven's Judgment and kills both of the Judai that were thus far attacking him. Garvan successfully kills the Judai floating above the bridge with his Heaven's Judgment spell, but he fails to wound the Judah in front of him with his melee attack. Jametysta fails to destroy any of the demons that she was trying to attack.
Well, you're not holding that bad. I know, Jamie, you this turn you didn't do much, right? But the previous one you really did well. Garvin is doing exceptionally well. Bolan did really good. Arakald, on the other hand, is totally fucked. Okay, the movement phase for the demons, right? Nobody is moving except the big boy.
Oh, he went down!
Oh yeah, that's fine.
He went down! Holy crap! Bolan is dead! Bolan is dead!
Oh.
There goes Saint Bolan!
Yep, he literally jumped down. That's their movement phase done.
Surprise, surprise, the Hellhound does the obvious.
The Hellhound is once again using its full round action to spew demon fire.
This time, Arakald manages to avoid some of the hellfire. He suffers only 2 wounds instead of 4. He manages to resist almost all of the mental attacks from the Judah, receiving but a single wound and losing 2 more sanity points. A moment ago he healed himself with the healing potion to full life, and now he is once again down to only 1 hit point. The big unknown demon attacks Bolan. The demon has 4 arms, wielding 2 short swords and 2 morning stars. Bolan's armor saves him from one of the attacks, and he manages to block a second one. But he receives a critical hit and a normal hit from the 2 short sword attacks. The wounds are overwhelming, and for all intents and purposes, Bolan should go down.
But by the grace of the beautiful one and my divine protection, I go back to 1 hit.
Yes, right, exactly.
And he slimes me, with the short sword, which is like big as me.
Yeah.
And I fall, and I just stand up and I spit in his face.
Okay, can you though? That's like 6 meters of distance.
Yeah, I tried to spit.
It just manages to reach his toes.
It doesn't matter if I hit him, I spit in his direction.
Garvin is targeted by a single Judah, but he resists the mental attacks thrown at him. The imps close to Jametysta attack her multiple times, but in the end fail to even hit her.
You see imps like kind of manifesting the demonic fires, right, and then throwing at that Jamie, and she's just dodging everything, right? Kind of like dodgeball,
I mean, they are not accurate, just like real goblins.
Thank you, Bolan.
Hey, goblins know how to hit a target.
Okay, everybody's still standing.
While the rest of the adventurers basically stand their ground, Arakald realizes that he is way over his head. He failed to take down any of the demons, and decides to opt for a tactical retreat. He moves away from the Hellhound, avoiding its attack of opportunity. Using his spell, he teleports on top of the bridge that was above him. Unfortunately for Arakald, and the rest of his companions, Arakald teleports in front of a large host of demons that were training outside and were not engaged in combat with the rest of the party thus far.
You instantly see a shit ton of demons there, right? And then they were practicing combat and whatever, and then they stop and they look at you.
No! Oh, they didn't know we were there. Ish.
While Arakald is worryingly looking towards the demons in front of him, Bolan successfully casts Heaven's Judgment on the big demon in front of him. He successfully judged the demon and followed up his spell with a melee attack. Bolan's attack is unsuccessful, and the demon fails in his attempt to parry it. Garvin finally manages to kill the Judah in front of him with a melee attack. Jametysta fails to kill any of the imps this turn. During the following few rounds, Garvin and Jametysta manage to kill off the rest of the demons that were next to them. The big demon manages to bring Bolan to 0 hit points, but before he could finish him off, Garvin managed to kill him from a distance using his Heaven's Judgment spell. the great host of demons started chasing Arakald, who, having nowhere better to go, started leading them towards the rest of his companions. The adventurers then rushed towards Bolan. Jametysta quickly healed him to consciousness. With demons pouring from all sides, Bolan's Sacralis floats towards the banner and almost expends itself completely to charge it. This allowed Jametysta to use the banner and teleport herself and her allies moments before they were all overwhelmed by demons. The adventurers teleport into the floating keep that could be seen in the distance. There, they find a few cultists, as well as Reziel guarding the strange, profane contraption.
Directly in front of you, there is some sort of something that is sparkling with demonic energy and fire. It has a large skull and crystal on top of it. Interestingly enough, behind this hooded figure, you see a extremely oversized longsword.
Yeah.
It is something that neither one of you could wield effectively because it's way too big. Obviously for a large creature, a giant of sorts. It is rusted, and there are demonic thorns around it enveloping the sword. Since you, literally suddenly manifested, the demons, for the first few moments, aren't even aware of your presence. So, you have a surprise round then, because Garvin rolled higher on the initiative. You will go first on the initiative as well. Also, you can hear crazy shouting coming from the outside. You assume it's from the demons that were literally gonna swarm you. They're probably wondering, where the hell did you go?
The adventurers make quick work of the Reziel overseers, destroying them and the hooded figures before any of them even realized what was happening. Upon defeating their foes, the adventurers inspect the mysterious hooded creatures.
One of them seems like he was at one stage in his life a human. The other one looks like he was an elf, but their bodies are heavily mutated, deformed, and demonized. You have never seen anything like it in your life.
Abominations.
I'm gonna Heaven's Judgment on the crystal. We need to destroy it. This is obviously the means of something for them. We need to destroy it.
Yes, also Bolan, check out the sword.
Yeah.
Are the vines moving?
They're ever so slightly moving and enveloping the blade, right? Like they're alive.
Guys, I have a brilliant idea. I'm gonna touch the sword.
That's not a brilliant idea.
No.
Let's just take care of the crystal first.
When we are inspecting the blade, do we see any kind of runes on the...
Give me a perception.
Can we get it? Mine is 8 maximum. Can we get it?
Yes.
What's DC? What's DC?
I have
This is not high.
Okay. I'm going there as well. I'm gonna roll as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it everyone doing the perception?
Yeah, sure you can. Bolan, you faintly see angelical glyphs on the blade, running through it. Right. Upon closer inspection, the blade itself seems weird, like it's made out of a metal that you can't really identify. You also notice something very strange. The vines themselves, at no point are they touching the glyphs itself, just going around the blade but avoiding the glyphs.
Yeah, because it's still sacred and they can't touch it, so they're protecting it. I know, I get it.
Can we destroy, cut the vines?
I have a better idea! I'm gonna burn them with sacred flame!
Can I actually identify the sword? With my spell, identify?
You can try.
Sure, let's do it.
But none of the runes actually describe the owner of the sword.
They are too faded for you to understand what actually they mean.
Yeah.
You just know from the general shapes that they are angelical in nature.
Jametysta has a vision while identifying the blade with her spell. From the vision, she learns that the blade belongs to an angel that once led other angels into battle against demons.
Jamie just said the angel is in prison somewhere.
Okay, we will free him.
It seems like the one,
Jamie.
yeah.
Jamie, do you have full resource points?
No.
Take some of mine and heal me, please.
Can the angelic weapons be wielded by mortals?
You're not sure. No single mortal has, to your knowledge, had dealings with something like this.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to.
So I'm gonna heal Garvin, right, for those 2 hit points.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna use twice curative ward.
Okay.
I will try to cut the vines.
You slash at the vines, and since Garvin's buff is still active, your weapon deals sacred
Yeah.
damage.
Yes,
And-
I know. That's why I did it.
And as soon as you slash at the vines, they give in, kind of move away, right, from the slashes. And after a few good wallops,
I joined him immediately when I saw what he's doing.
the vines just retreat from the blade, and the blade falls to the ground.
And when it falls,
I
I
touch
take the blade. No, I take the blade.
Are you faster than Garvan? Let's
Arakald,
see.
Physical contest. Who gets the?
I'm just
Lift
trying
it,
to
just
put my
take-
hands on the hilt.
On the hilt, yeah, exactly the same thing.
Okay, so you touch the blade, you feel, well, the hilt, okay, the hilt, that doesn't matter, you touch the weapon. You suddenly feel comforted, you restore 2 sanity points instantly as soon as you touch it.
Yes, I was on 3.
I was on 1.
And you somehow feel that what you did here has had a positive effect.
Realizing that the sword fell, right, and it's on the ground, I come with a brilliant idea. I jump and I'm like, let's all lift the blade and push it into the shit. It's a sacred sword, so technically it should destroy the whole thing.
Not a bad idea, but I think maybe exercising this place may be also a good way to deal with it.
Brother Arakald, are you questioning Saint Bolan?
I mean, it might, and I add, right? I add here when he said that. Now, mine, everything might blow up, but at least we did what we came for.
Can we
Yeah.
not destroy those things surrounding it?
I try and come and try to slash one of those. These, yeah?
You slash at that, but nothing happens.
Exactly. Grab the sword and push
Yep.
it into the thing.
Yep.
Into the orb, so
Yep.
kaboom!
Kaboom!
Yes,
Bolan.
kaboom.
Jammy, stand close to us so if something happens, banner is right next to us.
Well, I'm not sure. The banner is expanded. I'm not sure it's gonna help us.
I try to lift the sword and I'm trying at least to drag it, you know.
You
Do it all together.
You try and lift it, right? But for some reason, it's too heavy to lift it. I mean, you try, you feel like you can lift it a little bit, but you need more assistance. Funnily enough, even an oversized blade like this should not be
Shouldn't
that
be.
heavy.
I'm coming to help. Well, I can only help with one hand because I'm not letting go of the banner.
Garvan is gonna try to lift it.
Okay,
Oh,
Garvan helps Bolan, right? And then you
And-
kind of lift it a little bit more from the ground with Garvan's help.
And I come as well.
Okay, then Arakald joins, and you are able to lift it up to here, right? Which could be enough to try and pierce the crystal here, or whatever.
Yeah.
The three of you feel like you're holding the weight of the world at the moment. You somehow manage to heal, and then eventually, after about 20 seconds, manage to pull yourself and smash the blade on the crystal. It produces a loud crack, and then a huge wave of force comes out from the crystal and pushes you back, smashing you at the wall. You all receive a wound, bludgeoning.
Okay.
The blade, from the power of the impact, is thrown out of your hands and falls in front of you on the floor, and seemingly nothing happens. The crystal is still there. It is protected by something powerful. And,
Okay, but now everybody knows where we are.
the whole realm is suddenly shaking, and you hear an unfamiliar yet eerie and demonic voice.
Ah, he's here.
Unfamiliar, it's not Bale,
Oh,
unfamiliar.
Sorry.
The voice says, "Who dares take that blade? The blade belongs to me. It is my prize." The realm itself continues on shaking. You are on the ground. You lift yourself up slowly. After a while, you hear the same voice coming from somewhere outside in the distance.
We summoned him! Yes, baby! Bring it on!
What is this? Mortal flesh walks my realm. Who would be foolish enough to venture here? Or have you come to pledge yourself to my service? More future Rezyal.
I think we actually should barricade ourselves.
Unsure of what to do next, Garvin opens the side door of the keep, finding malevolent humanoid spirits behind the door. His attempt at communication backfires as the spirits nearly destroy him. Before he dies, his teammates manage to get him out and shut the doors behind him. Strangely enough, the spirits were unable to traverse through the doors. After Garvin was healed by his companions, Jametysta touched the angelical blade while holding her banner. Doing so suddenly overcharged the banner. Focusing on the sword, Jametysta manages to teleport herself and her companions to the imprisoned angel. Once again, our adventurers manage to escape a demonic horde before being overwhelmed.
You are looking at the cage. You see demonic thorns that have sprouted all around the outer rim of the cage. Inside the cage, you can barely see fainted traces of a large humanoid. You can almost see through it, right, as if it is faded. The creature inside is clearly a spirit of some sorts, and you imagine that it is the owner of the sword, the angel. There are demonic thorns coming from the cage and enveloping the spirit. Somehow these thorns are able to interact with the spirit, and it seems as if the thorns have immobilized the creature and are going not only around it, but through its translucent body as well.
Burn them with the banner.
The spirit is silent. It produces no screams of pain or agony. It seems to pay no heed to either you or its environment or the thorns. Almost as if it is aware of neither you nor its surroundings. You are unsure of how much time you have until the demons realize where you are.
Exactly.
What do you do?
Maybe try to help it with the banner.
Okay, I come with my blade and try to slash one of the thorns here.
The thorns behave the same as they did the ones that were enveloping the sword, right? As soon as you slash them, dealing sacred damage, they slowly start giving way.
I'm doing that as well.
After a while, the spirit slightly turns its head towards you, so you have gotten its attention. After a few seconds, it speaks. Since it's translucent, you do not see any movement of mouth, but all of you can hear its voice inside your heads. More illusions from the servants of the Lord of Lies. No, you are not illusions. You are mortal. Are you alive or dead like me?
We are followers of the One.
It gazes at you, lifting its head. So you are alive then, you are not dead? What are you doing here, mortals? Are you lost? Where are your guardians?
I believe we are here to save you.
We are here to stop Baal, and we need your help.
Our mission was to find the sacred bones, and we need to destroy Baal, who tries to get into material realm.
You? Mere mortals? Standing and fighting against the archdemon of lies?
Yes.
We are champions of the One, chosen by him. We do his will.
It then turns its head specifically towards Jametysta, and after a while it says, "Is it possible? You wield my brother's banner?"
Yes, and I think we need you to help us.
I am unsure if I can help you, mortals. I no longer command any of my brothers. I am dead. I have nothing left but my sorrow, my guilt, my failures.
You are an angel, an inspiration to everything. You have grasped his will, you live by it. We can only try to understand his will and his presence. Yet here we are here fighting. You are not lost. There is still hope. If we're here, if we're fighting and we are mere mortals, imagine what we can do together.
But you do not know of my sins, mortals. You do not know what I have done.
You can
Would
always
you-
redeem yourself.
Would you still help me if you did?
The one has mysterious ways and we all do mistakes. Nobody's perfect except him. Us being here may be your chance of salvation and redemption. Are you willing to walk in his light yet again, my friend?
Fine. Hear my tale and tell me your judgment then. I was once a child of the One, a commander within the 9th Angelical Legion. I fought in the Great War against my fallen brethren. Yet I went against the wishes of the Angelical Council. Wanting to prove myself and my legion to the One, I led my brothers into their doom. Because of my rash actions, my legion was lost. My brothers were defeated. I had no strength left in me to face righteous judgment for my actions. I dared not return to the high heavens. Tell me, mortals, how is one such as myself supposed to be judged?
What is your name?
I do not deserve my name anymore.
We cannot judge you, for only the One can.
We
But
all
you
did so.
surely can redeem yourself. Everybody can. If I could, I'm sure you can too.
Let's open the cage. Can we just make sure to open the cage?
You try and open the cage, right? But you see no lock on the cage. You are unsure of how exactly would you open it. But upon hearing Garwin's words, the angel continues, this time with more strength in his voice. The children of those that chose sin now stand firm and fight against forces far greater than themselves. And they bear clear signs of the One's favor. I see your Sacralis, he tells that looking at you, Bolan, even though it has faded. Perhaps, if he has forgiven you for your sins, maybe he will show mercy to me as well. As the creature says those words, the demonic thorns that were still around it start pulling out completely. The creature starts materializing more and more with each passing second. After a while, it then speaks again. Let me touch the banner of my brother. He looks at you, Jametysta.
I'm still holding the banner. I will let him touch, but I'm not letting him go.
So you bring the banner a little bit closer to the cage, and slowly it extends one of its hands towards the banner, and as the hand touches the banner, suddenly a burst of holy energy comes from the banner and engulfs you and the creature. The banner is wreathed in blue flame as it was before, but now the flames grow stronger. The demonic thorns completely leave the creature's body and the cage. And the creature then speaks, I am still weak. Part of me is missing. And then he points at the blade that you are holding close. My blade. It is a part of me, as I am a part of it.
Have it.
He extends the hand and he says, give the blade to me, and I will assist you.
And obviously that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking angel!
You give the blade to the angel, and as soon as it grabs the blade, a sudden power like you have not sensed spreads from it, destroys the cage immediately. Before your eyes, an angel starts materializing, and as it's materializing, right, it's slowly gaining its form, and then armor just materializes slowly, pieces of the armor on top of it, out of nothingness.
We are witnessing the materialization of an angel.
And before you comes this.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's the one that I saw.
Like that one, yeah.
Yeah.
A ruler?
Okay.
You say mere
my
mortals, but mere mortals don't experience and don't have
Yeah, we don't
power
experience
with
that.
us.
It put its hand on top of each one of your heads, and to each one of you he says, thank you, little brother. Except to Jametysta, to whom he says, thank you, little sister. Once
Obviously.
he does this, all of you gain one destiny point.
I
Okay.
put my banner against my chest. So what is your name?
I do not deserve my name. Maybe in time I will be worthy of it.
And I say, then let's get it worthy, my boy. And I try to kind of tap his shoulder, but since he's huge, I tap his knee.
He turns towards there, where most of the demons are, and he says, I sense a powerful presence amongst the demons. A higher
There is.
demon, one of my fallen brothers. Are you sure you wish to face such a foe?
Yes. There is a Bale's essence in the crystals, right in that tower. We tried to
Yes.
destroy it with your sword. Unfortunately, we were unable to do it. So his
And me-
essence is present over there.
Yeah. And me trying to exercise it and facing an archdemon, I don't think I have the power enough for myself to do that.
You can see that the demons have realized that you have
Yep.
freed the angel, and that it is once again returned to its full glory. So all the lesser demons, they're all hesitant, you know, and they're not really eager to face such a foe. So they're kind of holding their ground, while the big one, the fiend,
Yeah.
is shouting something at them in demonic. So while this is happening, the angel says the following: there are two options that we can do now, mortals, as far as I can see. We can face the demons head on and fight. I will assist you, but I cannot guarantee your safety. I will do everything I can to protect you, but there is a lot of them. And my fallen brother is powerful indeed. Or, and then he looks at you, Arakald, I can take you with me. While the three of you distract the demons, we can go inside. I can fly around it. We will enter the center of the structure, and together we can exercise the core. Even the essence of the archdemon of lies has to give way to two righteous souls.
After briefly discussing these options, the adventurers agree to proceed with the second plan. The angel grabs Arakald and flies off, waiting for the adventurers to start with their part of the plan. Soon enough, Garvin, Bolan and Jametysta climb back to the Bridge of Bones and start provoking the demons, casting offensive spells and backing away as the demons start pursuing them. Their leader, a higher demon, remains behind near the demonic keep, sensing a ruse. It helps him not. The angel slams into the keep, breaking its outer walls. With the core exposed, he assists Arakald in performing the exorcism ritual, negating the need for expending material components and shortening the ritual's casting time to only 12 seconds. With the angel's assistance, Arakald is successful in exorcising the essence of the archdemon of lies from the crystal at the center of the keep. This, however, results in the realm caving in upon itself. Arakald hears the voice of Baal, who tells him that they will never win against him, and when the shattered lords walk the mortal realm once more, they will come to him and beg for his assistance. In a few brief moments, our brave heroes are, once again, surrounded by darkness.
In total darkness, the banner is still with Jametysta. The angel stands next to you. You all seem fine, you're just unsure where the hell you are.
I'm gonna use See the Unseen.
Jametysta, you're actually the only one that kinda has an idea where you are. You were here before. Next to the angel, another creature manifests. Yeah, Jametysta, you instantly recognize it as the... as Uriel, the archangel of death. Uriel comes to you, Jametysta, and he says, "It is good to see you once more, my champion. You have done all that I have hoped and more."
It was pleasure for me to serve, and I'm gonna continue doing it because I see how much good it can do.
Uriel wears a robe on top of its celestial armor. It has a scythe in one hand and a longsword in another. It looks at you, the rest of you, and it says, "It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, mortals. I am Uriel, the Archangel of Death."
Bolan, humble servant of the One, at your service.
Arakald, paladin and champion of the One. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And I will start trembling a little bit because Well, I'm literally seeing what my fate is all about, basically. Yeah.
Do I see the rest of my companions around me, right?
No, you see what is here, plus Uriel.
Yeah, okay. I drop down on my knees.
Garvan, a humble servant of the One. It's an honor to be in such presence.
The angels behind you, each single one puts a hand on one of you that's in front of it.
Yeah?
And as soon as they do that, suddenly you that feeling that you've lost something that you didn't even know that you had, right? Like a friend, is gone. Your destiny points are all at each one's maximum.
So they were gone. Those are our guardians. And when I dropped on my knees, my guardian was like, "Oh no, I died." I squeezed too much. Oh no.
Basically, what you mean by your guardian is a basic guardian angel.
Yeah.
Which implies something about destiny tokens.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bolan says, "You complete me."
I'll say I feel complete, but there are still things we need to do. The bones.
Yeah, before that, Jametysta, one question. Who are the Shatter Lords?
Finally, Arakald knows something that Jametysta doesn't. Jametysta cannot give you an answer, so you're asking Uriel and the angels, right?
Yeah.
Uriel says, the beings that you refer to are spirits of powerful Nephilim inhabiting undead vessels. Currently, they are locked behind seals, but the seals that hold them are weak. Your Azdrium war made sure of it. Sooner rather than later, they will walk your realm and countless others again. But that is a threat that you and other mortal heroes will face later. By destroying the sigil and destroying the realm where I had sent you, you have destroyed one of the outward bases controlled by Baal. From this base he was creating more Reziel. In that base he had a portal through which lesser demons could be sent on the material realm. It was a slow and arduous process that required much of his strength, but it was something that he used to his advantage. Your actions on this day have made your realm and many other mortal realms that much safer.
What do you mean, mortal realms?
Realms?
Other mortal realms.
The devastating event known to you as the Draconic shattered reality and what was once a singular mortal realm became countless others.
Garman's mind exploded.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm smiling. Jametysta always wanted the power, then she changed for us being saver and wanted to do something good, but having that kind of knowledge is just I'm not questioning it.
Knowledge is power, hide it well.
Wait, are you saying that there are other versions of us, or...?
No, you are unique. You are created in the image of our Father. There are no other versions of yourself, but there are other mortal realms inhabited by other mortal creatures.
Are they in the same threat as we are, Baal?
There are many archdemons, all vying for different material realms. Yours in particular is very interesting to Baal.
One question, why did Baal fall? What exactly happened to him?
Baal followed the Nameless One. They led a rebellion in the high heavens. They ultimately failed. The One could not bring himself to destroy his creation, so he cast them away.
And it's most shocking to get the knowledge that there is multiple realms, but as you say, all the realms are in danger, and I think we have to work swiftly on disposing of that danger there.
What is so interesting to Baal about our realm?
That I do not know.
Obviously, he's changing people, normal people, into his minions. So they
But
can
that
do
he
his
can do
bidding.
in different realms as well. There must be something more to it.
Maybe
But-
the other realms don't have the cure for the taint.
But maybe it's the Azdrium.
True, each of the realms is unique in its own right, but Azdrium exists on all of the realms. Azdrium is the living force, the residual force.
In which manner residual you mean?
When the One created everything from nothing, he created something that bonded all of creation into perfect balance. This something is shattered, and now on the material realm and on the realms manifests as Azdrium.
Can we regain this, what we lost?
Sadly, what was once lost can never be regained. Not by mortal means, at least.
So there is hope.
I'm guessing only the one can.
There is always hope. He turns over to the angel and he says, "Is that not right, Tehilel?" The angel turns towards Uriel and he says, "You give me too much honor, brother. I do not deserve my name.
You deserved it fair and square, I say.
I have led my brothers into their doom."
Listen, laddie. Listen to me here. I have just a simple proposition then if you have a problem with what you've done. You can join us on our travels now to dispose the material realm of all the evil. The first step is finding the bones of the Saint Duranir, which we need for the dispose of the Taint that is spreading the influence of Baal. Do you happen to know maybe where we can find them?
Nice.
He looks at you and he says, I do not know, little brother, although I would wish to join you on your quest and purge the material realm of all evil. I am afraid that the material realm could not withstand my presence.
Yes.
Might I add something? You said that you led your brothers to doom, and yet, when we were in the greatest need, you helped us.
You have inspired your men. They followed you out of respect and loyalty.
That was their
And-
decision to follow
Exactly.
you.
Even though you know that may cause them their death, but still, they chose it. You inspired them.
Uriel turns to Arakald and he says, "Worry not, little brother. Angels cannot die."
Exactly.
He turns to the angel, Hillel, and he says, "But unfortunately, they can drown themselves in sorrow."
Lose the will to fight.
You see, the demons never held any power over him. The thorns that manifested were not of demonic nature. They were his fears, his failures, his doubts manifesting around his spirit, drowning him in sorrow. He needed only extend his hand and he would have been free, but he was unable to do so. He was stuck, like you mortals oftentimes are in your short lives. You come to situations where you do not know how to move forward. You do not know what the right step is. You drown yourselves in your sorrows and worries, unaware of the great blessings that the One had bestowed upon you. You need only reach for His mercy, and He will send you aid. And when you finally do, all of a sudden, friends, relatives, warriors and champions such as yourselves appear and give aid where it is most needed. There are no coincidences. There is only the will of our Father.
Praise be our Father.
I just had the same ceremony 2 weeks ago.
I know, I heard it. It was nice.
I will remember those words, and I will take it to my heart.
I mean, I have to be honest here, right? It's been many situations so far that we encountered the proof of the greatness and righteousness of the One. And this is no more than the same situation now, to be in the presence of something. Actually, I cannot even describe with words what has transpired today, and we are in grave dangers as mortals, especially now once Baal's hand has spread more vile through the material plane.
Do not underestimate what you have just done, little brothers. Baal's influence has been severed significantly. You have destroyed his outpost. It will take a lot of time for him to rebuild.
How can we destroy him?
You cannot destroy our fallen brother. Like us, higher demons and archdemons are immortal. They cannot be destroyed. However, their influence can be severely limited. There is a way, and when the time comes, and it will come, the material realms will once again be one. They will be protected, and they will be sealed from otherworldly influences. Heroes and champions such as yourselves are all working on your realm and on others to achieve this.
Uriel, since we are here, may I ask you about Essel?
Essel was fighting the good fight, and he was almost overwhelmed. But your actions have bought him a lot of needed time. He now only needs to contend with the lesser demons coming through the smaller rifts.
What about my companions, which are await to take the sigil out of their lovely foreheads?
You see an elf and an orc manifest next to you. You instantly recognize them as your former companions. And they go over towards you to hug you. The elf is like, "Oh, Jametysta, so good to see you." And the orc is like, "When are we gonna get back? Hurry up, will you?"
What?
And I'm glad you're having fun, waiting for me to do the job.
We're not having any fun. What do you mean? We're constantly in this the place of nowhere with only Uriel to keep us company, and after a while he gets boring. Come on.
And then I asked the orc who said that.
How can you be... I can't even
He's
get
hopeless.
to the words. How can you be bored in such presence?
And then he turns to you and he's like, "There's no alcohol here. What do you mean? How can I be bored? Easy."
And no drugs.
He's hopeless. They are just my companions, which I just
Wait.
haven't.
Yeah, and
You
then
literally had an elf.
and then he also says, yeah, no drugs.
And then
Anyway,
I
you
turned
are-
to the angel that we just saved. Say the following.
You see, your failures weren't as huge, and you really do deserve hope.
The elf then turns to the orc, right, and he says, Grog, go hug a tree, will ya? And then Grog is like, "I would, if there were any!"
Okay, I'm gonna just go hug them and I'm gonna say I'll be back. Or you'll be back. But we're gonna see each other. It was lovely seeing you again.
They continue bantering, but Uriel just kind of waves his hand and they disappear.
They will never change.
Apparently this one wants to hug a tree. Couldn't you make one for him?
Why would you ask such a silly question?
Trees are creation of our Father. The angels do not possess the power to create. That is one of the things that the demons were always jealous of you mortals. You see, no matter how much power the one gave his firstborn sons, he gave to mortals the ability to create new life, something he never gave us. While we, his faithful that remained, realized why was this. The brothers that fell never could. They could not fathom the reasons why the one would give such power to mortals.
I'm guessing because our lives are limited on the mortal realm.
It was not always so. Eons ago, death was never supposed to have any hold over you. My first service to the One was not as an angel of death. I was not meant to be what I am now. I take no pleasure in what my duty asks of me.
But you make it feel better, Yuria. I remember the feeling.
Our Father gave this task to me because he knew that I would perform it to the best of my abilities. I would never abuse it. I am quite fond of you mortals, my little brothers, and it saddens me every single time one of your lives perishes. Unfortunately, I have been way too busy as of late.
Warren.
Here we come to
They're fighting
assist.
a war that is not needed at all.
Not
And
just
they do not realize it.
not just the Azdrium war, little brother. There are
All the wars.
many wars fought on many different material realms.
Aye, and now Nozmer as well. How many Nozmer souls will you need to receive after we get back? You know
Well,
it to be.
His will must be done, and it
His
shall
will
be done.
must be done.
His
Consult
will
with the
is
demon.
never to destroy
Take a life.
other life. Never.
Aye.
But what we are doing, we are protecting other lives by doing what's needed currently.
In a perfect state, in a perfect world, like it was in the beginning, everything would be in perfect balance. There would be no wars, no diseases, no illnesses. The word of the One and His presence would grace all. In a fallen world, in fallen realms that you now inhabit, unfortunately, violence is often used to achieve that which mercy and grace should have done in the first place. Understand that any life you take brings me and my father sorrow, no matter how righteous you believe your actions are.
And we are very sorry, but we are gonna
Okay,
bring
I'm not
you
gonna say it.
and the father quite a bit of sorrow.
But that is what separates you from many other mortals. You take no pleasure in taking other lives. And because of that, there is hope. There is hope that your actions will serve its true purpose. For your purpose is the same as for every other mortal created and brought into life. To glorify the One and to bring His presence and that of the high heavens to the material realm.
I'll just turn to my guardian angel. I will try to look him up in his helmet. I will put my hand on,
His
his
knee.
armor, and I will just say, thank you, my guardian. I cannot express my gratitude for what you have been doing for me, and I hope I don't let you down.
He kneels down, comes down to you, like a father to a child,
Yeah.
you know? He says, you, little brother, are sometimes an inspiration to me.
Oh.
Yeah, Arakald tears up again.
Though a mere mortal faced with overwhelming evil, you stand firmly against it. You do not bow, you do not follow the false idols, and you walk the path of righteousness. There will be many more distractions that you will face. Remember always that I am with you. The guardian stands back and the guy kind of like pets you on the head, you know, his massive hand.
He needs only like one finger.
But gently,
Yeah.
you know, so he doesn't injure you.
Yeah.
The adventurers cling on to this realm between realms, enjoying the presence of all the angels currently there. The feeling of peace fills them, making it hard for them to leave. They continue on talking about both the banner and Bolan's Sacralis. Uriel notices that the Sacralis is weak and restores its power. They then ask about Orlos and Jametista's friend and learn that they are both dead, slain by the Nozmer. Even though our brave heroes were hesitant to return to the material realm, they had to. They were still alive, and the material realm was still their home. Uriel eventually sent them back. They are now behind the illusionary walls, inside the great Nozmer camp. Another great battle lies now before them.
It's going to be fun to edit, I can only.
Yeah.
Some massive lore drops.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. And Orlos is dead, yes?
Yes,
Yep.
his soul has been claimed.
So
So if he, Orlos. So Muammar, if you're watching this, sorry, mate.
You did it to yourself.
Sorry, bro.
Yep.
You
And
can be this-
that's gonna be it for this session. I hope that everybody watching it has had as much fun as we did playing it. We will hopefully see you soon in the next one. Godspeed, adventurers.